Hey guys, so I've never really done a vlog and I look a hot mess. Um, but I was just talking to a friend and it really got me thinking that I need to bring this. It's raw, it's emotional right now. I have no makeup on. I'm uncut, unedited. And I just really want to share with you guys some things because some of you don't truly know me. Like, you know me, you know what I present to you, because that is part of my life and that is what I do. I am a entertainer. I'm entertaining you. I'm showing you things to make you happy. And this video by no means is to make you sad, but it's just to talk about real shit. Beep. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but when I started off with my daughter, when I had her when I was 25, I was almost homeless twice. I had 2 eviction notices. I had no idea how the hell I was going to pay that rent. I figured it out. I hustled. I'm going to try and not get emotional. I had no choice but to figure out a way to hustle. And I was lucky because I had a very good job. I was a flight attendant with an airline, and I was able to take leave at that time. But I had no idea what my next steps were. I didn't know where I was going to go, what I was going to do, how I was going to provide. I just knew that I was going to provide. Like, I knew that there was no other option but for me to do it. So I did it. And you know, some of you don't know, you just think this makeup thing came out of nowhere. Makeup is not new for me. So my mom was an esthetician in high school. She was like me, Jane of all trades, master of none. But she was an esthetician when I was in high school. She was also an interior designer, hence why you get me able to do things. And she taught me how to shop and shop smart. So I've always been able to do that. I've always been able to understand the fact that I can get a t-shirt from Target and I can make it look like $1,000,000 just in how I carry myself and with a little bit of makeup and a little bit of style. And that's just me. I never judge anybody else just because they're not like me. That's not in my soul. And a lot of people judge me. They think they know who I am or where I come from, because I do have some family with money, but they don't know that when my daughter was first born, I lived in Section 8 housing and we struggled, and I was on food stamps and I had to get support, and I have never walked in somewhere feeling so low than when I had to go and get state assistance. I'm a very proud person, but the only thing that made me push forward was the lady there who held my hand and said, look, consider this being put on her dad's tab. And that put me a little bit at ease, because I'm never one to ask for handouts. But, you know, like in life, I've worked very hard. And after Bella was born, and even before Bella was born, while I was pregnant, I was, you know, helping with photo shoots, and I've always had a love for fashion and beauty besides fitness. Like, that's always been something I've loved and that I've enjoyed. And I started sending a friend of mine pictures, and I said, you know, people doubt me and I just keep my mouth shut. Sometimes I act a little cocky, or it comes across cocky, because I'm confident in what I know and I don't back down. I'm a Taurus, so that's very real in me. But I was showing her these photos, and here is a photo of me when I was much heavier, and Isabella is on my back. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but you can see in this photo, I was hustling. I think off that photo shoot, I made $25, and I did what I could, because I knew it was going to give me something. And then, about, 2 years ago now, I decided to leave flying with the hopes to really pursue fitness more. And while I love fitness, there's a balance to it that I love. But there's an obsessiveness that can happen. And again, I'm not saying anybody's wrong for doing that. But I personally want more balance. Do I want to compete again? Sure. But I feel like it's just going to take me a little bit longer to get there, just to get that health. But I love coaching my clients who are overweight and they're just trying to find balance and get healthy. That's my love. But the other side of me is this artistic side. And this isn't new for me. This isn't something I just fell into and I just was one day playing with make. This is something I've loved for a long time. So when I realized I could start marrying my two passions, I did. And I took my 401k out and I cashed it in. And I've put everything into this. And I'm still struggling. You know, I'm lucky because I have family help now, where I moved in with my aunt and uncle into their home, and they have a daylight basement, so Bella and I are here. But that doesn't mean things just are easy and everything comes to me easy. I have a good eye. I work hard, and when people come to me and they ask for help, I give it to them, but I do direct them in places so they can learn for themselves. I'm a firm believer that when anything is just handed to you, you never quite understand what it means. You take it for granted. And I know I've done it too. So I just kind of wanted to come on, give you guys a little more insight into who I am, to know my story. I want to share more about my weight loss story with you guys. I do have an old video, but, you know, maybe this will help somebody, help a single mom who's going through something, who's having a hard time. Because I know it's hard, but I know that you can make it through it. And I know that having your dreams so big to make it, that you can. Just keep going. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off. I love you guys so much. Bye.